Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Amelia G, and I'm back with another nail video. So my nails are ready to, have another design put on them or another method put on them. And today I'm going to be adding my Marovan hard gel. Now I use hard gel basically for any set that I do to build a barrier between whatever I'm going to put on top of my nails. And today I'm using my dip powder. Yes, dip powder, and the color is Tiff by Revel Nail. I haven't used dip powder in almost a year, so I'm excited to use dip powder again. So dip powder, welcome to 2022. I'll be using a clear coat as well, and I'm using my liquids from iGel Beauty, the Dip and Dab line, as well as the activator from my iGel Beauty. So I just showed you all the products, and here I'm showing you what my nails look like yet again after they've been prepped and ready. So first I'm going to apply my base coat, and I'm applying the base coat before I apply the hard gel. Now I don't know if you can just apply the hard gel directly to the nails, but anytime I'm working with gel, I always put on a base coat. So you've seen me do this process a million times. Now I'm going into using my hard gel, and what I do, what I find best that works for me, I take a small bead of gel and I just like swirl it onto my nail, and then I go about spreading the product on the nail. So while applying the hard gel to my nail, I just make sure that the product is nice and smooth and there are no air bubbles or anything like that on the nail. When I'm applying it, I like to just spread it out to where it's nice and even. And if I have like excess gel on the brush, I'll just wipe it onto the next nail and then go from there. So after I finish applying it, I then turn my hand over to let gravity do what it's gonna do, and then I will place my hand in the lamp and cure it for 60 seconds. After I've cured, I will then take an alcohol wipe and wipe off the tacky layer that's left from the hard gel, because once I apply the foundation dip powder liquid, I want to make sure that it's not going to be applied on a sticky coat, because then it'll mess up the brush and all of that kind of stuff. So I didn't even want to chance it. I just made sure I wiped off the tacky layer. So here I'm applying the foundation for the dip powder, and when I apply this, I like to make sure that it's a smooth, thin, even coat, because it matters how you apply the dip foundation, because that's how the dip will stick to the finger. So like I said, I try to make sure that I apply a thin, smooth, even coat, so once I dip my finger, it can apply to the nail nice and smooth. And then if you apply it nice and thin, it takes out the time to file. You don't have to file down as much. I'll take my cuticle utensil and clean up the sides of the nail and the cuticle if necessary, and this will just help me to keep it clean once I even get to the process of filing the nails down. So this is just helping that cleaning process. And as I said, you want to make sure that you apply a nice, even, thin coat of the dip powder liquid. So when you dip your finger into the powder, it goes on nice and even. Y'all, please don't mind how hard it looks for me tapping this product off. It looks like I'm tapping off the weapon that's formed against me. Like, that's where it was. But I didn't realize how aggressive I was with that tapping. But of course, I'm tapping to get the excess powder off to fall back into the container. But y'all don't mind how hard, you know. That's just okay. I'm being quiet. So now I'm going to take a brush and dust off the excess powder that didn't come off as I was tapping it. And then I'm going to go in with a second coat. And when I apply a second coat of dip powder, I always make sure that I wipe off my brush so that I won't get any dip powder inside of the liquid product. And with the second coat, it's going to give me a more vibrant color of the dip powder. So after I dust off the product, I'm going to take my activator and apply this to my nails. And the activator is a liquid used in the dip nail system to cure, seal, and dry the dip powder. If you do not use this product when you're applying your dip powder, just know your dip powder manicure is not going to work. So after I let it dry, I check to make sure that the nail is hard, and then I can proceed to file and then add my gel top coats. Here I'm just using my e-file to clean up the area around my cuticle, and if you do not have an e-file, it's okay, a hand file will work just as well. And applied the clear powder to both of my hands because I forgot to do it on my left hand, so I just did both of them off camera, and I ended up using the iGel Beauty dip powder, the clear one, and I poured some clear dip powder in a cupcake liner, and I just pressed my nails off inside of that so that I wouldn't add any colored dip powder into the clear dip powder. I'm a little OCD, but it's okay. You should appreciate that because you should want to do the same thing so that you won't cross-contaminate your products. So now I am applying a base coat. So once I apply the base coat and cure it, then I will apply my gel top coat. And of course the base coat I'm using is from the brand iGel Beauty. And for my top coat, I will be using my Azuri gel top coat. So I just want to say, if you're in the market looking for a nice top coat, Azuri Beauty, y'all, this has been sitting in my drawer not being used for some unknown reasons, but I promise you it's out in the open, and I'm gonna be reaching for this one because the shine that this top coat gives, amazing. Just look, amazing. So now I'm going to take my cuticle oil and apply it per usual. And after that, I'm going to take my hand cream and apply it per usual. And then here's the finished look. So if you look at it, it's kind of giving you that Tiffany & Co. blue color type style situation. I don't know if that's what Revel was trying to give, but that's what I'm getting. So anyway, guys, I'm so glad that I used this dip powder, and I'm going to give you guys some more dip powder nail videos. All right, promise. So until I make my next video, guys, don't forget to listen to Niseva.
Click subscribe and turn on notifications and give me a huge thumbs up.